Hi, welcome. This is iPhone 8. I'll be replacing the cracked screen. As you can see that the Touch Digitizer doesn't work that well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to give it a brand new screen. The back glass is cracked as well. I'll just leave it as is, but only work on the front. The first thing to do is to remove the two screws here. I'll be using Pentalobe P2, which is the 0.8, a little 5-star pointers. Remove the two screws here right next to the charging port. Once that two screws are removed, metal prying tool, go in between the glass, cut off the adhesive, so when you're working with the broken glass, always have safety goggle. Protect your eyes at all times because broken glass can easily fly right into the eyeball and you do not want to have any injuries during the repair. So once you have the adhesive cut off, open up the screen to the right, holding it at 90-degree angle. Use the Phillips screwdriver, jump right into the screws here. You're going to remove all the screws. There are 5 screws here in total, holding down the bracket, so go ahead and remove them. And again, the screws are not in the same size. As you remove the screws, you might want to make sure you know where the screws go. That screw is hard to remove. Let's see. Hopefully this is the okay. Did I say 5 screws? There are only 4 screws in total. Remove that, remove the bracket, get a plastic prying tool, and that prying tool is to disconnect the battery. Or you can use a fingernail, doesn't matter, one or the other. Disconnect the battery, get underneath of 2 of that screen cable. Be using a Phillips screwdriver, PH00. I'm using a tweezer to pick up the screw. For some reason, every time when I unscrew it, the screw just kind of like fell off of it. It doesn't get magnetized and stick onto the screwdriver. So I'm gonna pick that up. Disconnect the front speaker here, the camera, the speakers. Go ahead and disconnect that. Phillips screwdriver still. I'm gonna remove all the screws here. So at this point, I want to pay attention to transfer this proximity sensor, the front camera. It is a little bit sticky. They use adhesive to tape onto the thing. So I'm using a tweezer to go underneath that to remove that thing. Once the thing is removed, Go underneath that 4 dots, pop it open. And right now I'm going to come back and remove this piece of the earpiece for the speaker. The next step is to use this little tri screwdriver, little Y shape, and remove all the screws here for the home button. We are saving the home button for the Touch ID, so remove that. Disconnect that home button cable, go underneath, and the home button should be pushed from the inside out, and the thing will slide out. Okay, so this one here is ready to be discarded. This is the screen replacement. Since that the new screen does not come with the back plate, I'll be transferring the back plate over, but I need to remove the screw, so go ahead and start doing that. So for the screws installed back in on the side, there are 3 on the right and 3 on the left. I'm still using that little white screwdriver here, the Y shape. They call it Try 0.6, I think that's what it named. Once that is done, I'll be installing the home button from the outside in. This is the front camera. Just go ahead and transfer back in. And then for the bracket, just have to push it back into the position, making sure that it sits flush. Back to the bracket, got to be straight on flush. And have the speaker. The go part of it would have to be on top of that circles. Kind of flip the camera over on the other side, so sit on top of it just like that, and have the camera go above it. Close it down, transfer the bracket and the screw to hold everything back together. Alright, once everything is done, let's reconnect all the cables. They're just like Lego, you just need to position them in the right place, and when you press it in, it should just go back in very easily. There shouldn't be any force or any pressure to push it down. It just should be a very simple press if you have aligned it properly. Okay, have this thing down. Okay, once it's all done, what I like to do is to align here on the top, making sure that it is all aligned in. Yeah, the base is all smashed, so it's kind of hard to push it back in. Well, I'm just gonna figure it out later, but let's turn it on, making sure that it works. The Apple screen comes on. Alright, looks like everything works. As you can see that I can touch everything. That should be it. I just gotta wait for 5 minutes to unlock, but I still gotta work on the putting everything back together. And do not forget the 2 screws here at the bottom. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye now.